Welcome back to a surprise bonus episode of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Last time we went through the Pit of 100 Trials successfully for the first time in my life, so that was cool. And this time we are actually going to go over something different. I actually completed the game on my own time between Let's Plays. You may notice it's been a while since we've done this, and that's because I was procrastinating like crazy. So we actually have every badge in the game, and some multiples. So our journal is actually fully complete, so let's actually go over some of these. So a lot of these ones, the jump ones, basically just go and buy them from the badge shop if you missed them in the main story. Again, some of them can actually be found in various locations, but if you're feeling lazy at this point in the game, you don't want to backtrack through the entire game, you can just buy most of these low-level ones, except Fire Drive, of course, because Fire Drive was from the pit. I take that back. I'm looking at a list, and apparently you can actually buy Fire Drive. That is actually very fascinating. So you got all these. Double Dip you can find in multiple places, like behind the Trouble Center with the boat. Not behind, in front of the Trouble Center with the boat panel, but the boat panel is behind the Trouble Center, and also from the pit, which, of the two options, it should go without saying which is the better one. And this one is actually found in two places. I actually missed an invisible block, so I technically did not complete the game because I didn't find everything. Close enough for my standards, but you can also get the Double Dip P from a hidden block in Far Outpost. So if you don't feel like going through the pit, that's a very viable option. Lots of HP pluses all over the place. You can actually buy them for 100 Pianta coins at the parlor. So you can actually get a ton of HP if you're willing to sacrifice BP. HP plus P, similarly, you can also buy for 200 Pianta coins. And also, well, frankly, places like Glitzville are the easier place where we just find them naturally. FP Plus, you can find in multiple places also. Again, these three are like the most common badges, I think. Power Plus, there are a lot of these also, so for a completion standpoint, the easiest one is actually in the Creepy Steeple. In the room with the parrot, though Dazzle will also give you one. Power Plus P, you can also get from Dazzle. Wait, can you? Yeah, it's also from Dazzle and also from the Juice Bar. In Glitzville, there's that chest where you can actually get it. I also forgot most of these. I'm actually looking at a list, by the way. Palace of Shadow. This is a really good item if you're very confident in your action commands. I might recommend equipping the Simplifier to give you a better window of opportunity to actually get the action command to work. Jumpman and Hammerman are found from Charlatan for 180 coins each. You can actually equip both, but you can't attack, so don't. So yeah, this one was Riverside, this one was Palace of Shadow, this one, Pirate's Grotto, Boggly Woods, Rogueport Sewers, I guess is the easiest one here. Also, some badges, you may have noticed during the pit, that some of the enemies actually had badges. There is a slight chance that they will drop the badge after you defeat them. So, like an item, you can actually get their badges by a random chance. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, this was from that weird block in the Boggly Tree, where you actually have to use Koops to hit an invisible block and grab the thing in the middle, or hit the block in the middle of the room. Twilight Town, also the Rogueport Sewers, the one with all the, like the million, Spinias. Defend plus P, Double Pain. Double Pain is from Charlatan exclusively for 36 coins. A lot of people like Double Pain for challenge runs, because it makes it a lot harder. I would never do such a thing, because double damage would be really bad for certain bosses that do like 20 damage. Like an Amazing Daisy would do 40, so even by pit standards, that would be really, really difficult to deal with. But yeah, a lot of these ones can all be bought, so that's good. If you missed any, makes it easier in the long run. And you can also get pretty lucky from Dazzle, though I think we got it from that hidden area in the Rogueport sewers near the Bogley Tree entrance. Pretty Lucky P is actually from the House of Badges, not Dazzle, so only one of these you can actually get through Dazzle. Lucky Day, Pit of 100 Trials. You can't actually win another one in the lottery. It's a very low chance though, but these all stack. So if you want to be really lucky, if you equip like a bunch of Lucky Days, like enemies will always miss you, but I'm not sure how likely that possibility would be. Lucky Start was from the Creepy Steeple after beating the Atomic Boo. Happy Heart and Happy Flower and Happy Heart P are all found in various places. Some are from Dazzle. Yeah, Dazzle will give you all of them in case. So because of that, I'd just say go through Dazzle. It's the easiest way. They don't stack or anything as far as I'm aware. Flower Saver again. You get one from Dazzle. Flower Saver P. Dazzle. So you're sensing a pattern, I'm assuming. P Flower, that was from the Pit of 100 Trials, HP Drain, and Rogueport with the boat panel. HP Drain P, that is actually very redundant. That's in Goldbob's house for whatever reason. FP Drain, that's the House of Badges again. Got Heart Finder, and Flower Finder, and Item Finder, all those are from Dazzle. Ice Powers is found in Keelhaul Key, conveniently, before you have to go into a cave with a bunch of fire enemies. Spike Shield is in that room in the sewers with all the spikes, ironically. Sadly, that doesn't protect you from field spikes, only enemy spikes. Like battle spikes, essentially. Tap, Pit. Return Postage, the Pit. Failing Fine and Failing Fine P were in the X-Knot Fortress, so if you missed those, you can actually go get those now. So that's cool. Refund and Money are actually from the Pianta Parlor. Refund costs 34 Piantas, and this costs 234 Piantas. So unless you're really good at the minigames, this will take a while, or you can just buy 234 coins if you're really full of money. Super Peel and regular Peel you can actually get from the lovely House of Badges or the Pianta Parlor. Actually, this one, the Super Peel P, is actually in Flurry's house, not the Pianta Parlor. Only this one is from the Pianta Parlor. I'm assuming they stack. Like, if you have 2 Super Peels, would it be like 4 times a Peel? I don't know. Peekaboo, that's Dazzle. A Quick Change is Dazzle. Timing Tutor's Charlatan for 120 coins. This is really good on the first playthrough if you don't know the stylish commands. Even I don't know all of them. Simplifier and Unsimplifier are from the House of Badges, so that's cool. Yeah, Simplifier and, what was the other one? The, All or Nothing could actually work pretty well in certain circumstances. Chill Out is from Dazzle. First Attack is from the Badge Shop. Bump Attack is the Pit. Luigi Emblem was Posse Heights. Wario Emblem was Charlatan. So you got this one from Hooktail's Castle, Dazzle. This was the Miss Mouse quest one. This one is sold by Charlatan, and this one is from the Badge Shop. So with that, all that's left is Slogo from Charlatan. That is really weird because it makes Mario move slowly. Now you may wonder why, and I think the reason is it was just a leftover. It actually makes sense in Paper Mario because you need to sneak around. This game does no such thing, so this is really useless. In any case, there are also unused badges like an All or Nothing for the partners. And just all sorts of stuff like different sprites people found in the coding. There's also a triple dip badge which was removed for unknown reasons, and lots of them are just altered versions of existing badges. But let's go on to the recipes. So you got the shroom fry made from a mushroom and a super shroom roast. Also, these recipes are really weird because they only list one possible combination. In actuality, a lot of these have a ton of combinations. Specifically the zest ones, which we'll be getting to very shortly. These zest items all are made from a variety of items. Also, sorry, I accidentally did kill Waka off screen. He doesn't die, he's just like, I can't take this anymore and leaves permanently. But selling Waka bumps is one of the best ways to make coins in this game. Make money. Spaghetti! This is actually really expensive because fresh pasta costs 50 coins every time. So you have to spend 200 coins on this, plus a ton on hot sauce for these two. And thankfully the turtle leaf is free, so that's something. Spicy soup is easy, fire flour. Fried egg, mystic egg. I showed you how to get a mystic egg, right? Yeah, that happened. Omelet meal. Horsetails you can find by hitting one of those little things with eyes in Petal Meadows, on the western side of Petal Meadows. There's one that's perfectly straight, so it's easy to spot. A lot of them are kind of crooked, but this one is actually really straight. Koopa bun, that sounds kind of weird. It's like, I don't know, I don't want to eat something shaped like a Koopa. Salad, medium meal, couples cake. You actually have to craft this yourself. It does not count getting it from, what's his name? Goomfree? I don't know. Moose cake. You get that through the story, essentially, because there is a quest where you actually make a cake for, Bub Ulber. Shrimp cake. More specific types of cake. Heartful cake. We actually know how to make that because of the Merly quest. Cake mix and rune powder. Rune powder you can't easily come by until chapter 7, where they sell it at Far Outpost. That's a bit of a hike. Trust me on that. So you might want to buy one while you're there, actually. Fruit Parfait, 10 HP and 2 FP. Kill Mango and a Peachy Peach. Again, to get a Peachy Peach, stay at the inn at Twilight Town, and it'll be like a complimentary gift. So you might want to stock up on Peachy Peaches, actually. Mango Delights. And these are just all made from various combinations of... Oh yeah, these two are actually stackable. Like this one, Cake Mix and Kill Mango. This one actually involves the previous item. Cake Mix and Gradual Syrup, which you can get in the Rogueport Sewers store. Shroom Crepe, that is really expensive. Also, by the way, it's cheaper to get Ultra Shrooms from Charlatan than from the store. He sells them for 120. The shop underneath Rogueport sells them for 200, so that's kind of a lot. Peach Tart, Koopa Tea, Zesty. That's a terrible pun, by the way. Shroom Broth. So also, I would recommend going at some point to Twilight Town and the Creepy Steeple and getting at least about 6 or 7 golden leaves if you want to save yourself like a bunch of trips. I did not know that, so I had to make several trips out there. Fresh juice, honey syrup alone. Inky sauce is very important. Hot sauce and turtley leaf. Hot sauce, if you might recall, was made from, well, not made from. You get hot sauce from the rodent businessman in from the train, but he's now in Glitzville. Icicle Pop. We gave this to the guy in Far Outpost. Zest Frappe is unique because I think it freezes you, actually. So that's unfortunate. Oh, it's the Snow Bunny. And again, the Snow Bunny is used for crafting other stuff, so good to know. These are all made from Cake Mix and different items. Electropop. Cake Mix and Voltshroom. Cake Mix and Fire Flower. And this is the weirdest item in the game. Remember the dried bouquet we got from Bub Ulber for helping him out? If you combine this with any healing item, you actually get Space Food. It is really obscure. Space Food also has the added bonus of if you use it in space, you actually get a much greater health refill. Poison Shroom. It's really not a good item to eat, but you can also use it to make trial stew with a couples cake. It doesn't really heal much. I think it only heals like... Yeah, I don't even know what it does. It's kind of useless. Courage Meal. Courage Shell and Zest Dinner. coconut and fire flower, coconut and egg, not egg and fire flower. And if you use both of those bombs together, you get the Zest Dynamite, which does 7 damage to all enemies. So it's equivalent to a Star Storm in the original game, and a the Star Storm from Star Storm from the original game. There's nothing equivalent to it in this game. Finally, the mistake. If you use 2 or 1 incompatible things, it just creates a mistake. You made a mistake, literally. And that is all of these. Aha, aha, aha. So that's cool, actually. I did not expect to get all of the completion for the game. Also, the map actually gives different descriptions for everyone. For every location, so it's actually really kind of nice to go through all this. There's a huge attention to detail, even in comparison to the last game. So yeah, on your own time, obviously, because this would take forever, 124 entries, you might want to go and read this on your own time. They lack the sass of Goombella. Well, never mind, they actually are kind of sassy. But it's just kind of cool that they all have unique descriptions, even from the catalog. What else? And actually, there's one more thing I want to show. I forgot to do this in sort of the cleanup round before the pit, actually. So, walking into a bomb. If we go to the island, there's actually a surprise waiting for us. I discovered on my many trips out there. Like, I had to get a ton of kill mangoes, so I had to go out there quite a few times. But, interestingly, one more NPC to talk to that I missed. Yep, you can see him already. Oh boy. I really want to see what Goombella has to say about him. I totally can't believe it. How does this guy know where we're gonna be all the time? And did he swim here or something? Please tell me this is a nightmare. Bonjour, Monsieur Stache. You know the women of this world are so very selfish. The question is whether or not to forgive this selfishness. Do we? I, of course, must forgive them all, for I'm Dupree. Monsieur, how about you? Yeah, he actually is here, and apparently swam a la Junior Troopa. So, props to him for his determination in stalking Goombella, I suppose. In addition, the Traveling Sisters 3 are also here. Oh, that feels so good. So, Kilhawkey is sort of becoming a vacation spot, oddly enough. But it's kind of nice to see this little shanty town turning into something much bigger. In any case, that basically concludes Paper Mario. There's very little else I could show, and I don't even know how much there really could be to show after all this thorough examination of the game. In any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for a new Let's Play. Thank you for watching.